She went from Hollywood starlet to global royal figure almost overnight. Meghan Markle is a woman whose every action, every expression, and every decision has been scrutinized by the public eye. But beneath the headlines and the viral clips lies a complex behavior pattern that reveals ambition, strategy, and resilience. Today on CB List, we'll dissect Meghan Markle's behavior, from her early career in Hollywood to the royal spotlight, the controversies that followed, and how she continues to navigate a world of immense scrutiny. Before the tiara, there was the camera. Meghan's early career in Hollywood was marked by persistence, charm, and an ability to navigate competitive social environments. Roles in Suits and smaller films weren't just jobs. They were platforms where Meghan honed public presentation, media relations, and narrative control. She understood early that the world pays attention not just to talent, but to image, timing, and personality. Her behavior during this period shows early signs of media awareness, carefully curated interviews, strategic philanthropic work, and engagement with fans on social media. These behaviors hinted at the combination of ambition and self-presentation that would define her later life. When Meghan met Prince Harry, her life shifted entirely. Her behavior during this time reflects both adaptation and strategic understanding of royal norms. Composure under scrutiny. From the earliest reports of their relationship, Meghan handled invasive press attention with measured poise. She quickly learned that the royal environment demanded emotional control. Media savvy. Meghan's public statements and carefully selected appearances show an instinct for narrative control, whether charitable engagements or interviews highlighting key aspects of her personality. Boundary setting. She established limits around her private life, signaling early on that her behavior was guided by a mixture of personal principles and strategic thinking. Her behavior during these formative months demonstrates both adaptability and a sophisticated understanding of public image. Marrying into the British royal family required significant behavioral adjustments. Meghan's conduct during her initial royal appearances highlights a combination of poise, self-assuredness, and occasional friction with long-standing protocols. Public gestures. Meghan's body language often communicates openness and confidence, sometimes contrasting with traditional royal restraint. Decision-making. Choosing which engagements to attend, how to dress, and how to speak reflects calculated behavior. Each action was likely reviewed for impact, both internally and in the media. Cultural adaptation. Meghan navigated the complex intersection of American celebrity culture and centuries-old British royal traditions. Her behavior reveals attempts to blend authenticity with expectations, a balance that often attracted polarized commentary. Her behavior during this period demonstrates dual strategy, adaptation for acceptance, and subtle assertion of individuality. As Meghan's profile grew, so did the controversy. From critical headlines to viral social media debates, Meghan faced unprecedented public scrutiny. Key behavior patterns emerge here. Control through communication. Carefully curated interviews, op-eds, and public statements demonstrate that she learned to control her narrative rather than be passively defined by gossip. Boundary reinforcement. Meghan repeatedly reinforced boundaries with the media, from legal action against invasive paparazzi to selective engagement with outlets. Emotional intelligence. Despite criticism, she often maintained calm and calculated responses in high-pressure situations, a behavior indicating awareness of both perception and consequence. This phase highlights Meghan's strategic resilience. She adapted to intense public pressure while maintaining her personal and professional objectives. One of the most consistent elements of Meghan's behavior is her alignment with advocacy and charitable work. Platform utilization. Meghan often pairs high-profile appearances with advocacy. signaling a deliberate choice to use visibility for purpose. Consistency in messaging. Repeated themes in her charitable engagement, women's rights, equality, and mental health reinforce her personal brand. Relationship building. Collaborative events with other influencers, celebrities, and organizations reflect both social intelligence and long-term strategy. By linking personal brands to global issues, Meghan demonstrates behavior that blends authenticity with strategic image management. Meghan's media behavior reflects an acute understanding of celebrity dynamics. Selective storytelling. She chooses when and how to reveal information, as seen in interviews and public statements. Consistency with public persona. Behavior aligns with an image of confidence, sophistication, and advocacy. Crisis management. When controversies arise, Meghan's responses are measured and targeted, reflecting strategic foresight. This behavior suggests that Meghan is not reacting impulsively to media pressures. She is often several steps ahead, controlling the narrative through selective exposure. The public's perception of Meghan varies widely. Some hail her as empowered and transformative. Others criticize her for being strategic or overly calculated. Her behavior contributes directly to this polarization. Direct communication with select media outlets versus traditional PR channels. Assertiveness in royal protocols sometimes clashing with established norms. Visibility of advocacy efforts, which simultaneously earns admiration and invites skepticism. Her behavior reveals that she is both a product of scrutiny and a master of managing perception. Meghan Markle's behavior is a complex blend of strategy, adaptability, and self-expression. Every public gesture, every interview, every decision reflects someone who understands both personal agency and the machinery of fame. She's a woman navigating the impossible, being herself under global scrutiny, while simultaneously trying to define her own story in a world eager to define it for her. On CB List, we bring you the stories behind the headlines, the truth, the strategy, and the human behavior shaping modern celebrity life. Subscribe for more deep dives because in Hollywood and royalty alike, the drama is real, the tea is hot, and the story behind the story always deserves to be told.